Everywhere you look you see slave to society. Every day we walk through a world that's some believe to be physical, but which others know to be pure energy. We're surrounded by events and people that some consider mundane, but which others know are mystical wonders. Unenlightened people have yet to discover the true importance of spirituality. They view the world as nothing but material matter. The enlightened know that this world, this reality, is a haven of spiritual mysticism. Our life and our mentality are led in two polarizing directions. Either we see nothing as a miracle, or everything as a miracle. And sadly, it's a world where the majority of people are slaves to society, people who only see the paycheck, the job title, and the physical body. Each day they live lives they've no desire to live, and do things they've no desire to do. They are slaves to the system. Consider these 16 everyday occurrences. If you accept these occurrences as simply the way things are, then you may be a slave to society. Greater than here is everything you need for spiritual healing. 16 signs you're a slave to society. 1. Paying taxes to people you detest. This is perhaps the #1 clue that you're a slave to society. The traditional view of slavery is one of people wearing SLES and working plantations for no profit. Modern slavery is different. Modern slavery has slaves earning their living only to pay a large part of it to people they cannot stand, people who then spend that money to pay for war. The whole world is corrupt. And we all pay for it. Point 2. You're vaccinated against illness but get ill anyway. Modern medical care is sick care. We're made to pay towards hospitals so we can be treated when we're ill. But why do we get ill? Because the powers that be fill our food with toxins. We're vaccinated against illnesses, but the vaccines cause worse illnesses than they prevent. It's not healthcare for health. It's healthcare for profit. And every year, slaves to society still get their vaccinations. Point 3. You argue over political sides and vote for one of them even though you don't trust any of them. This is a universal truth between all countries. We vote for political parties who are meant to represent us, but we don't truly agree with or support any of them. When we pick a political side, we're picking between the better of two evils. Even the party we vote for we don't consider to do a good, or even adequate, job, but we vote for them because it's them or nobody. Point 4. You spend half your life doing a job you don't care about. You have one life. You have roughly 80 years, on average, and then that's it, you're done. But most people spend half of those 80 years working a job they straight up hate for a boss they would rather see in jail. And what thanks do you get for it? The average person gets enough money to survive, enough money to guarantee they can make it to work the next day, and that is it. Point 5. You're obsessed with material objects that mean nothing to you. Are made to believe that we need to buy certain new goods and products because they're the in thing. We buy the latest fashion items, the latest fragrances, cars, big screen TVs. And the main reason we buy them is because we've been told to buy them. And when we can't afford them, we're set on a loan for life. Point 6. You watch celebrities on TV and act as though you know them personally. You go out. You meet real people. And then you speak to those real people about fake people you saw on TV. Even worse, you model yourself on those same fake people. You wear your hair a certain way, you talk a certain way, you buy certain clothes, because certain fake people in the land of TV have told you that that's what you should wear. You then compare yourself to those fake people on TV and feel inferior because you're not as rich, good-looking, or successful. And it never crosses your mind that you earned the success you have, where 90% of celebrities either inherited it or got it immorally. Point 7. You're cool with the fact that everything you do is being monitored. You're being watched right now. Your online activity is closely monitored. The government knows precisely what you're doing. They're listening to your conversations. They're making sure that you're a well-behaved slave to society. And if you think for 1 second that there is nothing that you do that would offend the powers that be, you're openly admitting that you're living your life in order to appease those powers. In that case, you're already a self-made slave to society. Point 8. You consciously ingest poisonous toxins. Whether you're drinking fluoride in water or you're ingesting poisons like aspartame and MSG, you're knowingly killing yourself. And why? because you've been told that those specific poisons are fine to take, while other poisons, which often aren't as bad, as illegalized. Point 9. You think the internet was created for you when it's really a means to spy on you. You believe that the internet was created as a way to communicate and to share information faster. Perhaps even as a means to educate yourself. But in reality, the internet was created as a means of giving the government direct access to the lives of every individual in the country. Obviously, there are some enlightened spiritual bloggers who use the internet positively, but it still overall does more damage than good. Pro tip: make Facebook less depressing. Point 10. You depend on the pharmaceutical industry and media to inform you about health. You watch TV. You read the paper. You know the latest health products. And you take them because you've been told that those products will make you healthy. But in reality, those products exist purely as a way to make pharmaceutical industries money. The majority of products on the shelves cause far more illnesses than they prevent. But you take them anyway because you're a slave to society. Point 11. You get your view of the world from TV news. You believe that you have to watch the TV to keep up with what's going on in the world. You believe that your local TV station will tell you everything you need to know about the world. And at no point does it occur to you that what really matters is what happens out in the real world, away from TV. Nor does it occur to you that those TV stations are showing you whatever news they need to show you to back up their agenda. Point 12. You cheer a sports team as though they were your own family. You watch your favorite sports team every day. When they win, you're happy. When they lose, you're sad or angry. To you, your sports team is as important as your family. And that same sports team is the first conversation out of your mouth. Never mind the fact that tar sands, the rise of fracking, the sacrifice of the Amazon, and Fukushima are all life-changing events. Your sports team is more important. You're a slave to society. Point 13. You think that this material world is reality, and are blind to the spiritual plane. You believe that your 9-to-5 job, your material possessions, and your title are what really matter. At no point does it occur to you that all of this materialism is smoke and mirrors designed to distract you from realizing that all of reality is spiritual. Some meditation techniques like MOM are specifically designed to shatter the illusion of the fake world. If the above points hold true for you, you're a slave to society. Take it open yourself today to